Hello, I am Stephanie Wilson. I want to walk through some steps on using the LockDown browser and its importance. So whenever we go on to an online course or an on-site course and we give an exam through the software, it's very important to be able to have some kind of monitoring to verify that you are the one taking the exam. It's not to punish you by no means. However, it is better for us to be able to track it. So what I would like to go over is I'm going to use an example from one of my courses here. And let me get it up. I'm going to share my screen with you. And here we go. So I'm going to use this course here as an example. As you notice here, I already got it open to our module in Homes page. I'm going to click. Usually when you open Canvas, you go straight into the Homes page. Okay, so we sum all that up. Once you've read everything on the Homes page, the announcement page, the syllabus page, go to the modules page. This is a habit because you never know what's going to be added or edited or whatever it may be, and I will send out announcements and instructions with that as well. Once you're here in the modules page, click on to the module. It's called LockDown Browser Assignment. And under notes right here, I have a PDF file on some step-by-step instructions. And I'm going to open those because I do want to go over that here with you here in just a second. And then this video I'm creating, I'm just going to go right here underneath this lecture videos. And then here's our assignments. So you have using the LockDown browser quiz requires a respondent's LockDown browser plus webcam. And once I go over the rules, you'll have a good idea. I am going to open it so you can see what it looks like here in just a moment. And then using a LockDown browser quiz math work. So let's get started. The instructions tells you once you're in Canvas goes to the modules page. We covered that. However, if you have not ever done a LockDown browser or used one, you're going to have to go through this process of getting set it up. So you will click on download LockDown browser and you will download it and follow these steps here. Go to the and if you have any issues, please contact me. I'll be happy to walk you through it or get you to someone that can help us if it's something that we cannot just complete together. There's some helpful notes though. You cannot use it on your cell phone, tablet, iPad, any electronic device that's not a laptop or a desktop computer. If you go to a library or any computer labs, your business that you work at, anywhere other than your personal computer, you will have to have permissions in order to do that because you have to download the LockDown browser. Plus the LockDown browser records. So you've got to have permission before you start it. So step one is to figure out what's your game plan. Are you going to be using a personal computer or are you going to be using a public computer? If it's public, you need to go get started, get that permission set up, find out where you're going to go, and make sure that you always have access to it throughout the course. The next thing is if you have your own personal computer and it's a Google Chromebook, it's got most of the time Google Chromebooks has restrictions on it, and those restrictions will not allow you to even download it or even access the LockDown browser. So you'll have to get a hold of the IT over that to get those restrictions removed so you can have it loaded. If the Google Chromebook is not your personal computer, then more than likely you're going to have to find access to a computer that will give you permissions. If you have a Windows S computer, I get those are a popular computer. However, it's not a full version of Windows, therefore it's going to have so many restrictions. If you have that, please reach out to ASU IT to get that issue resolved, or whoever you have contact with in our IT department. Get a hold of them and get that issue resolved. The settings will have to be set where you can download the LockDown browser, or get a hold of Windows and have them do an updated version of the full Windows. The next thing I wanted to go over is your first time, definitely you want to access it. Please reach out if you have any questions, okay? So now let's get started. So here is my first assignment. It says using the LockDown browser quiz and requires. So this one here is going to start at 8 a.m. on August 23rd, and it's going to log at 11:59 p.m. on August 29th. Here is the downloaded link that I just went over with you. So if you want to download it and have it. Instructions. You have to read the instructions carefully before you start any exam. This exam will be proctored by the instructor under a LockDown browser. This means you will need to have a webcam or a computer that has a built-in camera. So like I got the desktop with the built-in computer camera, so I can use it. Use the camera to show your area. So you're going to pick it up and you're going to show all around your area to show that you have nothing on your desk but whatever the instructor's allowing you to have during the test. You're going to make sure that there's no one else in the room and there's no other devices that you can use that's out where you can be used and be considered cheating. You will also have to have a picture ID. It can be a student ID, a library card, a driver's license. Make sure it has your picture on it with your name. That's what we have to have, is to verify that you are who you are. And then you're going to hold it up to the camera to show it. It's part of the recording. And this just proves who you are. You cannot use the cell phone, tablet, iPad, electronic device other than a desktop or a laptop. And again, these are the rules that I went over just a while ago. That's on the this downloaded, printable, downloadable form. Moving on to step 3 says that on each exam, the instructor will state the materials that you have permission to use. For example, this one here, you can use 2 blank sheets of paper, pencil, or pen. No books, no calculators, no formula sheets, no notes, no phones, no tablets or iPads, no other devices allowed besides this computer. And it's going to lock down the screen so you cannot navigate through the computer. So this will avoid any cheating, and this will validate you are the one taking the test. So if you choose to opt out to use what you got permission to use during the exam, then you will need to make a note that states, hey, I opt out to use it. However, this will hurt your grade because this is proof of your math work, proof that you did it, and it adds to the grading, because on the exam, you're just going to put the answers in. I'm going to show you where you put your paper or put your uploaded work. So note, you need that paper. You need to show your work the best you can, okay? So without that, guys, you're going to lose points and you're going to more than likely not pass the exam, or if you do, it's going to be a really low score. 4, after you submit this assignment, you will have 15 minutes. So the moment you submit it, you have 15 minutes to submit your written work into the assignment. In this case, it's called Using LockDown Browser Quiz Math Work. Okay, each one will have its own name. Make sure your name is at the top of each page you upload with the date. You must upload it in a PDF form. You must label each question, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, or A, B, C, however it is on the exam. It must be written legibly, must be neat, and must be easy to follow. You must put circles or boxes around your answers. You must use your desired units. So it's the dollar sign, percent sign, milligrams, kilograms, so on. You also need to make a short statement. Sarah spent $2,019 for the month of January. If that's the particular question, I'm just using that as an example. Also, each answer must be, okay, I already said that, sorry. So if you show no math work, you get no credit, okay? Do your best. I know that some of you don't need to show every single step of how you got your answer, but you can make a statement. Hey, 9/12 was divided by 3. 9 divided by 3 gave me 3. 12 divided by 3 gave me 3. So my end answer is 3/4. There you go. Just a short statement, whatever it takes, but you need to prove your math work. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you're going to be able to spit those answers out. You will have one attempt to upload your math work into that particular assignment. Again, you have 15 minutes from the moment you submit the exam to submit your work. So I strongly encourage you to don't waste time. This assignment here, okay, so once you begin this assignment, you're not allowed to talk to nobody. You're not allowed to look around because the computer will flag you. You're not allowed to use any other device. The instructor of this course will be watching the proctored videos to make sure there is no cheating. Please do not stress over your grade that Canvas will give you, because the instructor will be grading all assignments in Canvas. Canvas doesn't know all possible correct answers. And even if we told them 10 or 11 different ways that a person would answer it, someone would still answer it a different way. So just note, every single assignment is going to be graded by the instructor. If you do not follow all the above directions, you'll receive a grade of a 0. Please make sure that you have a strong internet signal before you begin any exam. This exam, you have 20 minutes. And please, read all the directions of an exam. Please read each question carefully. Pay attention to what's asked for. Follow the directions. Note that Canvas doesn't know all possible correct answers. And yes, there's going to be times it's going to count a correct answer incorrectly. And that's okay. That's just because the instructor is going to go back and grade it anyways. And the computer don't know every way you're going to answer it. And you have, on this assignment, 5 attempts. Most exams, you only have 1 or 2 attempts. Midterm and final exam, you only have 1 attempt. So I strongly encourage you to take this opportunity. If you need to do this quiz 5 times to get the LockDown browser to work, then do it. But once you submit this, boom, the clock is ticking. 15 minutes later, you're going to go to the assignment that says using LockDown browser quiz math work. Of course, it may be basic math or whatever. It says here, this assignment is where you will upload your math work, math exam work. Each exam will have a different title, like basic math or dosage calculations or whatever. It could be quadratics, whatever. I mean, it's math class, so we got all kinds of names. Midterms, final exam. The instructions on submitting it, I have read over all of this because I had put it on this as well because I wanted you to make sure and understand. However, you have 15 minutes. It has to be in PDF form. Every page you upload must have your name and the date. And please upload your paperwork in order. And if you can do all your work on one page, well, that's great too. Just make sure it's easy to follow. It's labeled. Follow these directions that I have on here. This particular assignment, you have 1 attempt. All right. You have 1 attempt to submit your work. So make sure you got it all together and you're ready to go. When you go to submit this work, this is going to be in a PDF file form. And please go over here if you have any questions on doing that. The syllabus page and the home page also has it on typing or uploading your work. So if you're uploading your work and it's in a PDF file, you have to go all the way down to the bottom of this one. It says choose file. There's also another screen that it will show. I will get another picture of possible what it might look like and put in here as well. But it's important that you understand. So definitely go through these and have this down. So that is our introduction to using LockDown browser. So contact me if you have any questions. Welcome to the course, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Thank you. I would say, oh, bye. I got it.